everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the 49ers going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Spins free, and not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I would say that's what you call a whole lot for a little, huh?
When you bust that move out of the bag, you hope for more than 4 yards, but hey, 4 is what he got. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give them a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Beathard to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Now the first carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. Throwing now is Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Now they'll run it on the toss. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So we're going to have a challenge. Remember, last year the tablet was introduced. Most people seem to be happy with how that went, so it's back for 2018.
Yeah, and I thought it helped speed up the process a little bit, to be honest with you. I thought it was terrific that they were able to get that done. Anything you can do to take some of the lulls out of the game and keep it moving, both for the players and, of course, for fan interest, I'm in favor of it.
And for us, too.
No doubt.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And the wideout in motion. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And to give this time to the tailback. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On play action, Rodgers. And his pass incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
To throw is Beathard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd down now after the pass completion. Beathard. And this one is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Beathard. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. To throw is Beathard. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it'll be first down here after the run. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And fights through one man. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Red zone opportunity. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers. You folks don't know what you're missing. You're missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Throwing is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Rodgers going to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Reuben Foster in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
And the ball is knocked out. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll try to get something going with Ty Montgomery. And he'll get 3 up to midfield. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Beathard to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Well, they try the right side here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah,
and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Now let's go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
A
handoff as they run the counter play. Nice footwork at the 25. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter from Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And that is no good. Wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go larga. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Play action. It's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Powerful. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Back to throw Beathard. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll throw here. Beathard. Over the middle, it's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. Cat and 0 out now as he'll kick this one away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. They go play action here on 1st down. Now he's going to throw deep back over the... It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. This will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Crosby on now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, it's Montgomery. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, they'll definitely take them.
And this one is right through. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. And the Seahawks able to take home that victory. A win would be their first of the young season. After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Packers, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.